Matthew 5:13. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its taste, purpose, how can it be made salty? It is no longer good for anything but to be thrown out and walked on by people, when the walkways are wet and slippery. Verse 14. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. We are familiar with the above scriptures, and I'm sure a lot of us pride in the fact that we're the salt and light. However, look and read again, as the first says, we're the salt of the earth, and the second says, light of the world. It looks like a conundrum, but it's not, because it shows Jesus' intentionality with his words. In Greek, earth means Ghay, which simply means the entire globe with its inhabitants, and world means cosmos, that is the systems. Systems at which the world runs. Then Jesus Christ said we're the salt of the earth. Salt, as we know it, majorly adds flavor to our food. But beyond that, it preserves. It has an effect in the body, one of which is that it maintains fluid level and support muscles and nerves functions. This is to say that we're the flavor that the world needs to be what we expect it to be. We all say the world is going to be a better place, but it will never be, because Jesus Christ knew that without your saltiness and mine, the world will never be. Do you know why the world is in chaos? It's simply because we haven't realized our saltiness. A lot of us underestimate our potentials in Christ because it looks too simple to believe. Now read the verse again. But if the salt has lost its taste, purpose, how can it be made salty? It is no longer good for anything but to be thrown out and walked on by people, when the walkways are wet and slippery. Wow, the salt was the one who lost its saltiness, purpose. And it's not that the saltiness wasn't there. It was, but it lost a touch on its purpose, and then men trampled it. The same men whom it's supposed to be a source of flavor in their lives, a source of healthy living to, and a source of strength to. They were expecting more from the salt, but they got disappointed that it's of no use. The reason why they trampled is because they were expectant. Their hopes were high. They've been longing for the salt to fill its vacuum in their lives, because that's what it's meant to be. Oh, the world is in chaos because we've lost a touch on our saltiness. Could it be that the craziness on our streets is because so many of those people are bleeding because they got disappointed by a salt that was meant to flavor their lives? The truth is that the blood of many of these guys will be requested of us because we failed in our duty as salt. Responsibilities are handed to us, but we failed, and so many of us are still failing. Do you still have your saltiness? Can your family testify to your saltiness?